Sometimes watches are more than just tools. They're deeply personal. In my case, this watch is both. This is the Breitling Aerospace Avantage. No D. My father brought home his Breitling, and we couldn't believe it. He'd never had a watch like it, and I'd never seen a watch like it. I didn't know they made watches like that. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, I was excited about analog and digital watches. I thought that was the coolest thing. The accuracy of quartz combined with the beauty and aesthetics of analog, that timelessness. And this was that embodied in a gorgeous case, dial, hands, crystal, bezel. Everything was beautiful. So I'll walk through some of the features here. It's a titanium case, sapphire crystal. This is the blue dial version. This whole watch is controlled by one crown. The crown pushes, it pulls, and it spins. It spins in 2 speeds. If you spin it fast, when it's in its normal position, you'll be able to change between uses of the watch. So we're in chronograph here. The first one there was alarm. By pushing the crown, you control the functions essentially within that selection. So in chronograph here, you can control whether the chronograph starts, stops, resets. Here we go. A quick turn will change to the next useful tool. In this case, time 2, and then timer. Timer is probably the most useful thing on this watch for me. I use it all the time. Pull the crown out to set it. Do a slower spin, and you'll move the minutes. Quicker spin will add or subtract hours. Likewise, if you're in the normal mode, if the crown's in its normal setting position, here we are on day and date, now seconds and date, and then finally time. If your crown is in the normal mode and you spin it slowly, a backlight on this model activates, which is fantastic. I just couldn't bring myself to purchase the model Aerospace, Breitling Aerospace, prior to this because it didn't have the backlight. I just really needed that backlight. That's just a me thing. I find I use my watch a lot in the dark. It comes with being a musician, maybe. So that was a nice thing to have. Breitling has since updated this quite a few times, I'm sure. They have a gorgeous, gorgeous version of this now. This is an older model now. I think this is actually from 2008 or so. But now they have a more connected Aerospace. So you get this style, this functionality, but of course with added functionality. And I'm sure it's controllable with an app, which is wonderful. I'm sure it's fantastic. If I could get one, I would. But this is beautiful, and I love the simplicity of the dial. If you look on the outer raised portion of the dial there, the outer dial ring, you'll see military time or 24-hour time. And it's so beautifully integrated. You wouldn't notice it almost. And I don't notice it most of the time until I'm really looking for it. But it's there. Really useful for travel. Bezel has a wonderful action. It's smooth. Unidirectional. It's easy to move, but not too easy, so that you'll bump it out of alignment. And if you look at that minute hand there, you can see just barely under great magnification here where the cannon pinion there comes up in the middle. But it's essentially seamless when it's on your wrist. You really can't tell. It just looks like one long hand. And I love how, this may seem silly, but again, maybe watch people will get this. I love how that minute hand goes right over that cannon pinion and kind of sticks a little bit too far over that back edge. Absolutely gorgeous. And here it is on the wrist. It is a joy to wear. If you don't have one, I hope you get the chance. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous watch. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and have a great day.